What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I want to talk about Faraday future, tickers FFIE. I want to give you a good overview of some of the data points, the technicals, what they are pointing to as far as where the price might go. And when it comes down to it, Faraday has been heavily shorted for a while, but a lot of people might not actually know to what extent, but there might be a rare opportunity right now for us to know what the true short interest is. So I want to go over all that. Make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And with that, let's get right to it. So currently it is down 3.52%. So this technicals is just very, very scary. It's more of a falling knife, and ever since the whole reverse stock split, this has just kind of escalated it a lot more. And as far as this, there was so far today $22,000 or $22 or now $23,000 in calls being purchased versus 14,000 in puts. Based on this information and comparing it to previous days, there is a little bit more of an increase in puts. So that does mean that people are anticipating for it to potentially trend down. And normally with this volume of calls, that's just shorts hedging their bets. As far as this shows all the calls, and just options activity have just dropped off the map with Faraday. So I think just people are kind of not really wanting to catch a falling knife. People don't like the whole reverse stock splits. It's just a very bad scenario right now. So looking as far as the calls, not really much to talk on. A lot of people are anticipating by the end of next week it to go between the $7.50 to $8 range. And the bearish viewpoint is more the 550. Let me know your thoughts on that. But when it comes down to both of these cases and options activity in general, it is just merely a sentiment. It does not move the stock price at all. These are all the transactions that have occurred on the secondary market over $100,000. Only one today, and it was a buy for $119,000. And as far as this goes, this is the dark pool. So one transaction today for $114,000, and dark pool is very much linked to shorting. So I'll give you an overview of that and what I mean by that. And just on a side note, this is only over $100,000 as well, because even looking right here, this is kind of abnormal for today. On a typical day over the last 30 days, 58.17% of the daily volume is redirected off of the exchange to the dark pool, but today is 46.94, so a little bit lower. So let me know your thoughts on that. But when it came down to it, like I mentioned at the very beginning, when it comes to short interest and naked shorting and just failure to deliver, it's kind of hard to tell what the true short interest is. But right now, I think we might actually have a glimpse at the true short interest. So looking on Ortex, so the short score is currently 64, utilization is at 100%. It does show the percentage free float on loan is 49.1%, but the estimated short interest is 1.78 thousand%. Yes, you are seeing that correct. So definitely that is very, very huge, and it doesn't show any changes. So clearly there's some stuff happening behind the scenes, and cost to borrow is going up a little bit compared to yesterday. So 9.9% is the average. But the fact is that it shows 1.78 thousand% for the short interest is crazy. And normally what has happened in the past when a company does whether it be a forward or a reverse stock split, it does take Ortex one day to correct itself. And surprisingly enough, Ortex has already corrected itself, and so it adjusted for the whole reverse stock split and accommodated for the short interest and things like that. But to have a glitch after it's already been fixed is very, very odd and very rare. So this is why I do feel that potentially including the naked shorting and many other aspects, so the synthetic shares, maybe this actually might be the true short interest. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. That's definitely very hard to prove, because when it comes down to naked shorting, it's anyone's guess. But just to put it in perspective, there is a grand total right now of $2.16 billion. That's if this is true, $2.16 billion worth of shorts out there. And right now, based on this, it just has a market cap of 134.11 million. So once again, let me know your thoughts on that. Might be a little bit more far-fetched, but you never know, right? Anything could potentially happen. And with it being at $7.21, it is currently between this S3 and this S2. So unfortunately, when companies are trading within this range, they're usually junk stuff and not necessarily the best. Hate to say it, but that's just obviously how Faraday is. It's just been suppressed and beaten down beyond belief. So $6.62 is that next point that you need to watch for. That's going to be a very strong support, and vice versa, $9.79. But there's a very wide spread here, so that does mean that there's going to be a hell of a lot of volatility. So just be aware and comfortable with that. And as far as news, there was this coming out today. So they are going to be having an event where you can actually meet a lot of the executives price, and I think that would be a pretty good thing for a lot of investors. I would actually really be open to doing an interview with some of the exec team. So definitely, if anyone's watching from Faraday, I am open to that, whether it be either on this channel or my other one, which is a little bit larger, but financial journey. So kind of interesting stuff. Let me know your thoughts on all of that in the comments below. And so when it comes down to it, looking as far as here, number of retail investors are just getting out. They're tired of everything, which I guess to some regard, you can't really blame them. As far as this, I think this works out to be about 9 cents pre-split. So that's kind of crazy. And looking as far as here, stochastic is at 4, which is considered very oversold. So let me know your thoughts on Faraday in the comments below. Do you think that this is the true short interest, so 1.78 thousand, or do you think that's wrong? What's your viewpoint on that? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And as Faraday goes up, down, sideways, all over the place, take advantage of amazing promos, and that is with Moomoo, just a new promo starting today. So all you have to do, just click on the link in the description below or also the comments, sign up for a complete free account and throw $100 at it, and you get 5 free stocks. Each stock can be valued up to $2,000. So that is a crazy deal. Like I said, link in the description below and also the comments. With that said, I appreciate you guys watching, and let's all make a lot of money on Faraday.